Good morning. Is it breakfast time? Who needs an alarm clock when you have a starving cat? You hungry? Okay, I'm getting up. Jeez Louise. Ugh. Whoa. I sleep in my makeup, guys. Don't judge. Good morning. I went to the grocery store. I went to Trader Joe's, which is fucking chaotic at 5 p.m., which is what I did. And I also didn't grab a cart. I thought a basket would be fine, but like, I want to buy everything from Trader Joe's. It feels like, okay, this is not ripe. I mean, it looks good, but it's very firm. But I didn't do like a real grocery trip. I just did like, what are easy things that I could make? I'm like hunched over. I don't have a tripod. I'm really not killing it at this like vlogging life. Oh, good morning, garbage man. I look like a troll making breakfast who just crawled out of the cave. I don't know if they can see me, but I can see them. Also, I love this thing. It seems very like unnecessary, but this takes out the seed. This scrapes it out. It's just everything you need. Although I think I did it upside down. Anywho, I started off with the basics of like, I need to eat better. I need to eat in general. So avocado toast. God, this avocado is not ripe. This is very firm, but you know, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. So I did avocado toast supplies. I did smoothie supplies. Although here's the thing with Trader Joe's. They have so many things, right? But then the Trader Joe's I was at, I could not find any frozen fruit. Or like protein shakes. I wanted to find protein shakes as well. I just feel like their inventory is just so like sporadic. Okay, I'm trying to like cook and talk. Cook. This isn't cooking. This is food creation. I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore me. A little bit of olive oil. It's a mess. You can't see it. That's the thing. We're like, give us a house tour. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Oh, it's not open. I just moved in here. I guess it's been like 2-ish weeks now. It does not feel final. It feels chaotic. And Tammy, my friend Tammy, is coming to town. Oh my God, which I should tell you. She is gonna do my live stream with me Thursday. So my goal is every Thursday to do a live stream. She's gonna join. I'm a little nervous. I don't know what to expect with Tammy. She's a wild card, but I think it's gonna be really fun. So join us there. Anywho, just thought I'd update you guys that I did go to the store. It took me like 2 days though. And here's the thing. Here's what's so, like, no shit, Katie. So I made sure to try to eat. Even if I couldn't eat my own food, I was ordering like with Postmates and whatever. The way that food impacts your mood, and again, I know you're probably like, duh. I just feel a lot better than I did a few days ago. And I'd like to contribute that to nourishing my body. Nourishing? It's not nourish? You ever say a word so much it sounds weird? Nourish. Anyway, I'm gonna try and smash this extra hard avocado and start off the day right. They say breakfast is the most important meal. And now I truly feel that way, because if I'm not gonna end up eating today because I like forget or whatever, at least I know I ate breakfast, which was better than I was doing a few days ago. So anyway, I don't even know what the date is today. Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. So I ate breakfast and I was productive. In fact, I even ate lunch. And I don't know what happened. I laid down on the couch and I was like, this isn't like that comfy. You know what would be comfy? My bed. and then I fell asleep. I'm tired of taking naps. I know a lot of you will say, like, just do what your body says, and that's fine. I will, and I am, obviously. But it's now 3:30. And I just feel like I'm not utilizing my time well. I don't know. This has been a problem, actually, for a very long time. I remember when I used to work at a bank, my manager made a comment about, like, oh, you're always yawning. I didn't think much of it at the time, but, like, now I'm like, wait, is this actually a problem? Am I more tired than the normal person? Oh, Tommy isn't outside. I should grab him. He loves it out here. Come on. I thought about doing like a little sleep study. I know you're gonna just be like, go run some tests, go get some lab work. I've done that. I thought for sure my iron's gonna be low, and they didn't say anything. Although doctors suck. Not all. But I've read so many stories about how people really had to like be their own advocate for their health because doctors were just like, you're fine, drink some water. I don't know why that's my doctor voice. That's certainly not how a doctor sounds. Anyway, some cool stuff did happen today though. So I did do some work before taking my nap. Number one, I don't know how this happened, but this has got to be like a sign from the universe. Also, I gotta watch him. There's hawks that hang out back here, and I'm not about to get him swooped up. Tommy, you gotta stay in eye distance. Come here. Yeah. So I'm going to Pittsburgh for work. So if you don't know, I prefer the word content creator. The word influencer just feels icky, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because you influence people to buy things, and that just feels weird sometimes. So I am very selective on like what I choose to influence people on. I want it to be like authentically and genuinely used by me. Anyway, I'm getting to go visit Duolingo headquarters. This is not an ad, but this would be a perfect time for one. That's where my mind is. If you haven't heard of Duolingo, it's a language app. Okay, anyways. So they bought my ticket to go fly there. I'm very excited. I get to see Rod, who's another content creator, and corporate Natalie. Anywho, I was like, okay, that's a very like long flight from San Diego all the way to Pittsburgh. And I'm just going to see what it costs to upgrade to first class. You know, just like treat myself a little bit. It's a 6 a.m. flight. Like I want to be like refreshed by the time I arrive there. So like, let's just find out what it costs. I wasn't committed because obviously there's a number in my head. Oh shit. My neighbor definitely sees me. I haven't really met my neighbors. This is so weird. I hate doing these in public, but I'm in my backyard, so fuck it. So there's a number in my head. Sorry. I just can't tell if he's like watching me. Like, why are you folding your laundry right in front of the window? Oh. He had no pants. He had no pants on. Ah! I just lost the belly button. Okay, now I feel like I shouldn't be looking. I'm gonna turn this way. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Anyway. I have no words right now. So I called and I was like, hey, I just want to know like what the cost is. I don't even need it both ways. Like, what's one way? What's the cost one way? Let's treat myself. She's like, hold on. And here's the thing, guys. Be nice to the customer service people who are helping you. I swear she apologized so long for like, quote, taking too long. I'm like, it's fine. I go, I'm researching what's the difference between business class and first class. You take your time. I'm trying to figure out if I want to upgrade, if it's worth it. Anyhow, she goes, well, I don't really know how to explain this, but to upgrade you to first class, it's free. Keep in mind, I am not some special I love Alaska. American Air. I never fly American because I stay usually on the West Coast, which Alaska accommodates perfectly. Okay, I just gotta keep watching out for my son and the hawks. I was like, oh, well, in that case, I would love to upgrade my flight. She's like, of course. She upgrades. She goes, also, there was a price difference, which might explain why it ended up being free, because maybe at the time when these tickets were bought, like months ago, the price was a lot higher. They didn't sell as many as they thought, so now the prices are lower. She goes, you're actually going to get a $243 credit. And I'm thinking back to the credit card that was used to buy the tickets, aka Duolingo gets the money back. No, it's a flight credit back to me, like in my name as like a voucher. And I was like, okay, that sounds great. So that was really cool. And you know, here's the thing. This is now the second time within probably a month. God, all my neighbors are out. I'm sorry guys if you can hear me rant. This is the second time in a month where I've called an airline and I've learned something new. For example, there is an airport closer to my home that's in Everett, not Seattle, but sometimes it costs more. So the day of, or like within 24 hours of that flight, I was able to call Alaska Airlines and say, hey, is there any room on the flight that's out of Everett versus SeaTac? Long story short, as long as there is, and it's like under certain capacity, whatever, they'll change it for free. Oh God, you're heavy. Say hi. So that was cool. The not cool thing was getting my statement from my old apartment where they itemized the deductions, which were actually pretty straightforward. I wasn't too upset about that. Paint, a little questionable. Some will argue illegal. I did have things hung up on the wall, which means I had to repair the holes. I probably would have fought it, except that my refund, which was $600, wasn't in the itemized receipt. And by California state law, you're supposed to get that back within 21 days. And let me tell you, I'm a pro at this. I have fought, I don't know how the time to count. I've fought so many landlords and apartment complexes on the laws of being a tenant versus their stupid little power trip. And I win every time. You guys know your rights. Fight for yourself. One time I just didn't get it back within 21 days like this, and then you're entitled to the full thing back. Another time I was charged for things that were considered minor wear and tear, and I disputed it, and then they adjusted so that I ended up getting more money back. One time I even went all the way to small claims court. Did I win? Not fully, but this lady was trying to charge me for a full like restaining job on a deck, and it was very obviously wear and tear, so the judge was like, ma'am, no. So she had to pay me. So I sent off the email to my complex. We'll see how that goes. It's always a coin flip on how easy or difficult it's going to be. But yeah, that was my day. I mean, obviously I did work too. I answered emails and started getting plans ready. Tammy's coming to town. We're going to an influencer event, which I'll show you guys what that's like. It's insane. They're fun though. We actually have two coming up. It's great because Tammy and we kind of like trade. I'm like, oh, you want to come to the one I was invited to here in San Diego? She's like, yeah. And she's like, do you want to come to the one I'm invited to here in Beverly Hills? And I'm like, yeah. So we got some of those coming up. Like I said, I leave next week for Pittsburgh with Duolingo. TwitchCon is coming up, so I'm probably gonna go visit that for a day. Stay close. Oh, man. I know it's like 4 p.m. now, but I think I'm still gonna shower and like get ready. I feel like that makes a big difference on how you carry out the rest of the day, because I don't want to write off this day as already like done. Like, granted it's 4, and for some people who work like a 9 to 5, today is almost done. Katie, all you did was adjust your work schedule to later, because you're gonna keep working. And you know what else I'm working on? This one's a good one. So I want to tell you, maybe. I only get hesitant because I don't want anyone to show up. I'm not positive yet, but I think this weekend might be the day that I try it, my open mic for the first time. And yesterday I realized like I need to incorporate more fun in my life on a daily level. I'm like, okay, well, what's fun and what's easy to like do that I haven't been doing? Writing my stand-up. I have an ongoing notes in my phone of literally over 2 years of one-liners and little bits and little set idea, whatever. So I've been writing, and I think that's what I'm gonna do tonight after I shower and like wake up. Gosh, can't believe it. I know, don't feel bad that you showered, or I did not shower. I should feel bad a little bit about that. There's time to shower. Don't feel bad about napping. Obviously my body needed it. There's so many lizards. I'm sorry. You'll notice my ADHD kicks in a lot, which I think is also maybe why I get tired, because my brain just goes into like overdrive. Trying to figure it out. I think the first step is getting properly diagnosed. Someone asks, like, oh, have you been diagnosed? I'm like, no, but I've tried. And then they tell me I'm crazy and that it's probably just anxiety. Bitch, I'm telling you, this feels exhausting. My mind, the way it thinks, the things I think about, the only way that I can, like, grasp it, well, there's many, like, tricks I've done, but I write lists, tons of lists. My headphones, my noise-canceling headphones, those really help. And then putting on slippers with hard bottoms in my house makes a big difference. Okay, good. Tommy's still here. All right. I'll give you an update tonight, and we'll call it a wrap on this video of the day. I officially had 3 meals today, which feels like a big win because I don't know the last time I did that. And snacks. A lot of you were like, have snacks. I had apples, bananas. I'm hoping to just like keep that going, and maybe that'll regulate my body to be just like awake. I don't know. Today I was in a weird mood again, but this is what I'm thinking, and I'm going to try to test it out going forward. I love music. I love it. I love it. I love it. Which probably sounds like such a stupid thing to say, but I could listen to music all day. And someone sent me a song today, and here's the sad thing. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but it is someone you guys know. I have the lyrics up here because I knew I'd talk about it at some point. Where'd it go? It's called Soul Suckers, and the lyrics, you guys, are just, I'm trying to find like the part that really stood out. I was like, oh, here it is. Does it make you feel good when they tell you what you want to hear, and after they suck all your soul, well, that's when they'll disappear? That's deep, depending how you interpret it. Me and this fellow person interpreted this to our experience with Hollywood, which is just wild. It's such a fucking weird thing to go through. Like, I remember the first time I learned about the word handler. They're like, oh, we have a handler for you. Like, what? A handler? Which was literally just a person who was like an assistant. Whatever you wanted, they could get for you. Whatever you needed done, they'll do. Like, they were just your, like, I almost said bitch, but that's like degrading, because I literally could not survive without my handler. And I would never call her that. Like, it's weird. The word was weird. And I think someone told me that it stems from like drug dealing or something. I don't know. Anyway, the moment in Spotlight is such a crazy experience. And unfortunately, it's it chews you up and spits you out, and not everyone survives. So anyway, someone sent me the song today, and I was like, oh my God. Soul Suckers by Amos Lee. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. And then after listening to that, that's when I just kind of went like, you know, I think music is so powerful. And then I was looking at my liked songs. Love is a Bitch. Happy Days by Blink-182. There was an attempt to be like, perk up, buttercup. The Quiet Things That No One Knows, Hard Times, Something by Escape the Fate, which I could listen to that on repeat for an hour. Okay, Believe You, but my Tommy gun don't. Good Things Fall Apart. Say It Ain't So. Too Sad to Cry. Literally have a song in my list called Too Sad to Cry by Sasha Alex Sloan. Oh, My Own Worst Enemy. So on Spotify, if I hear a song that I like, I like it. And I don't typically make playlists. I've made public playlists for you guys, but my liked list is essentially like my playlist. And you can always tell like what mood I'm in. Like, let me scroll down to Better Times. Wow, there's a lot of, wow. Okay, I had to scroll pretty deep to get out of the sad era. Still scrolling. Okay, here we go. Good Days, Better Together, Gorgeous, I'll Be Good, Big Energy, Hands Down. Like, just like Landslide. That's, I don't know, Mr. Brightside. Places We Won't Walk. I don't know. I think I just need to find like a playlist that's like upbeat. I think I could never unlike all these songs, because all these songs are just like, it's like a musical diary of like my life. Let's see the first song I ever liked. I have 808 liked songs. The first few songs I ever liked: Pretty Girl, I Can't Make You Love Me, It's You, Paradise, Lookalike, Sorry, Can We Kiss Forever, Nobody Cares, Your Shirt, Already Gone, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. Okay, so maybe I'm just like a permanent sad girl. I don't know. But I think music has a huge impact on your mood, and I think I need help. So if you could do me a favor, if you've made it this far into my video, if you could just recommend one song that makes you just like love life, want to go running, want to clean the house, whatever it is, something upbeat. No heartbreak allowed. No The One That Got Away allowed. No anger allowed. No fuck you. No, none of that. Just happy music. Don't get me wrong. I'm better. I'm getting better. I mean, you're always going to have highs and lows, right? I just feel like in an extra weird mood this whole week, and maybe it's just like the first full week of just being in my place and getting settled into that. I don't really know. Still figuring out, I guess. But Tammy comes to town. I have a lot coming up in terms of socialization. So I think that'll make a difference. I think I'm just in my head, lost in this depressing songs that I am with. Oh no. Oh, sorry, my phone's gonna die. Oh, gosh. Well, I was asked on 3 different dates by 3 different guys. And that's not me bragging. This is about to be me complaining, because sometimes when people ask me out, I'm like, what do you know about me? Literally, I won't name drop this person, but someone from the Bachelor world has been very persistent on trying to go out on a date with me. And I called him out. I was like, what do you know about me? Like, why do you, like, I get like the initial ask. Sometimes it's just like, you're a cute guy, you're a cute girl, like, let's just have drinks and see what happens. That's fine. But when it was a no the first time, and then he continued to try, it makes you wonder, like, why? What do you know about me? And maybe I'm wrong. Like, what are your guys' thoughts on dates? Like, I usually like to talk to the person first leading up to the date. But then where people fall short is like, it's very hard to show your personality through a text or a DM. So as of right now, I don't know, maybe I'm just like so closed off to dating, like that I'm not even really bothering to give anyone a chance anymore, you know? Which is good. I really do think that's good. I should probably communicate that better. I should probably be very direct in my own personal intentions with somebody. In fact, oh my God, you guys. Also, if you're watching this, the person I'm about to talk about, I'm so sorry that you have to watch this, but you know it's the truth. So this guy was going to come to town. And I don't know why, but I was under the impression he was coming to town for work. And him and we've known each other for about, like, I don't know, 2 years. We've, like, flirted. We've never, like, dated. But anyway, I just thought, like, when he was in town, like, yeah, we'll get, like, drinks, we'll hang out, whatever. In fact, I think I had mentioned that I got him to agree to do a video with me, which sounds so dirty, or maybe it's just dirty in my head. I'm sorry. A non-sexual video, a video of like a blind Q&A because, you know, him and I, like, we were like a fling in the past, you know? And I thought it would just be fun to go through those questions and just, you know, like, if you guys ever seen, like, Truth or Drink, the game. Anywho, so he was supposed to come to town this week, like this Thursday. And I'm busy Thursday, and in fact, I'm busy a lot this weekend. And so at one point, he's like, well, is this a bad time for me to come? And I was like, well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're coming for work, right? And he's like, I mean, no. I said, oh, are you coming to see me? And then the short answer he gave was yes, which I was like, okay. I don't know how that got lost in translation, especially because at the beginning of the conversation where I'm now discovering this, he also mentioned how he saw my latest YouTube video, which if you watch, my latest YouTube video is me getting emotional over essentially the last guy I was talking to. And this guy, I don't know what his intentions were. I don't know what his interpretation was, but like, I feel like flying from one state to another to visit a girl for multiple days is kind of a big deal. And it was just so odd to have to, like, I don't know, I just felt really bad because I was like, then yeah, if I'm being honest, this is a weird time to come. Like, I don't really have time to see you. And if you're coming to see me, I just don't think that's aligning the way that we thought. Anyway, guys are so dumb. Sorry. That's not, if you're watching, that's not a dig at you. My ADHD just had me remember, like, other things that happened today. I posted on my TikTok me reacting to this sound, and it was a sexual sound. I kid you not, 2 guys who I just know without a doubt, saw that video. Coincidentally, just happened to reach out, like, within 12 to 24 hours of that video going up. One of them has a girlfriend, might I add, and I've called him out on it twice. He hasn't crossed any lines, but I've made it very clear. I'm like, there's really not a point for us to be talking because we were never friends before. Like, we were like flirty acquaintances, I guess. And now that you have a girlfriend, it doesn't really make sense. Like, we've sent some pictures, you know, like, our history is just not appropriate to, like, continue talking. And then the other guy, I don't know. I think he just likes to constantly remind me that we used to have sex. Like, thank you. I know. Anyway, I'm just really, like, word vomiting right now. I hope you guys are enjoying that. But the whole point is that, like, guys are so weird. It's just like, I don't hear from these people for a while, and then they see this, like, semi-sexual, it wasn't even sexual, it was just me reacting to a sexual sound. I wasn't even being sexy, I was just, like, giggling, which, by the way, actually, I'm not even gonna go there on here. I'm not gonna go there on here. I'll save it for the live. I don't know, I'm trying to give men the benefit of the doubt, and I don't think they deserve it. I don't. But also, I think it's my mindset. I think I'm just so, like, not interested in dating or really talking to guys. So, yeah. Anyway, someone, when I asked about, like, what topics do you guys want me to talk about? Someone's like, less about dating. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I like looking around my house for some inspiration. I watered my plants today. I cooked. I don't know. Today felt kind of boring. I don't know how to explain it, you guys. I'm just in a funk, and I can't wait to get out of it. I think I feel like I'm almost out. It's like there's the light. Literally, there's the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm just like, I'm coming. I'm almost there. Not sexually, of course, because I'm not sleeping with anybody anymore. I ended up taking maybe expired birth control. It said it expired in September, and we are in September. So does that mean through the month of September I'm okay? Not that it really matters because, again, it's me, myself, and I. Although someone mentioned when I said I was, actually multiple people, which I was like, do not freak me out like that. When I mentioned my lack of energy, they're like, maybe you're pregnant. And I was like, oh my God. I could not imagine. And here's the thing. Here's my opinion on that. I am pro-choice. My personal choice in the circumstance of hooking up with someone, regardless of the relationship being healthy or not, or like whatever, I am at a mature age in a financial situation where I could accept the circumstances that come with a pregnancy. And I would personally keep the child, should that be a good health decision for me and the baby, regardless of a man being in my life or not. Which is like so scary, but I've actually had that stance for quite some time. It's actually a conversation I typically have with a partner early on, you know, kind of like, hey, if we're going to be having sex, this is what I would do in the event that I got pregnant. And if you don't like that, then maybe you should not be having sex with me. Maybe you should be wearing a condom. Maybe you should get a little snippy snip. It's just it's so funny how men can just have such strong opinions, but then zero responsibility. And that's a very general statement. Don't get me wrong. There are great people in the world. There are great men in the world. Anywho, I don't really have much else to say tonight. I'm trying to probably take some melatonin because last night I went to bed late. Tommy's always waking me up at 7 anyway, and then I'm taking a nap. So I'm trying to just like regulate my life. But just thought I would let you guys know my success of the day. I ate 3 meals. Tell me yours. What's a small but big win for you that happened today? Because you think it's important to celebrate. My goal tomorrow, I have a ton of boxes because that's what happens when you're a content creator. Sorry, I thought Tommy was doing something. I have so many boxes to break down. I have a photo shoot. That's going to be really fun. I have a photo shoot Sunday. I got it prepared for. Look at these nails, you guys. I look like a freaking 12-year-old. My boss hated when I had nails like this. She said it was unprofessional. But you know what? Pay for my nails then. That would be fun. When, you're like, what would be fun? So back in the day, I was learning about, you know, the crazy things on the internet, like being a sugar baby. And if you've ever heard my shoe selling story, I came across different like posts and feet people and stuff. And there were people out there who were like sugar daddies, I guess, but for just your feet. So they would pay for your like pedicures and your foot massages and whatever. And I'm like, I feel like that's something I would be okay with. Do not judge me for that. But I do not have one. I am not asking for one at this time. All right. Well, I'm signing off. The next time, did I say today was Wednesday? I think earlier today I thought it was Wednesday. Thank God it's not because I'm not ready for Thursday, which is when Tammy comes. We're going to an influencer event. I'll document that. But more importantly, we're going live. And I don't know what time. I usually do it at 7 Pacific. But technically our event, I think, goes till 7. So it could be like a late stream. So stay tuned for that. If you're subscribed here, I don't know how it works. Will you get a notification? Maybe. Follow me on Insta. I'll make sure to put a little like alert. I don't know, guys. I'm out of it. This is the difference between my lives and my vlogs. My lives are like, I'm feeding off energy. I'm reading the comments. You're all here with me. The vlogs, I can literally hear crickets outside. It's just me, myself, and I talking to a black mirror, which, by the way, is where that name comes from if you ever saw the show. I did not realize that the first time. But, okay. Well, nice chatting. See you Thursday.